Thornbridge Manor, the Carlyle family's home for countless generations.
This is a private area, sir.
Phineas Whitmer, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle.
Please wait. Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious why he's here. Maybe you should do some detecting yourself, 47.
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Yes, please.
If you'd follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary. And all this security. I've never seen the place guarded like this. And I dare say I don't like it at all. This is what I mean. You have to be patted down before you see Madame Carlyle inside. Oh, I could just cry.
Hello, sir. Sorry, I just need to do a quick search if you want to get through. Just routine. This is just standard procedure. Just a formality. All right, proceed. Yeah, feels good, huh? Yeah, I bet it does there, cue ball. Thank you for your cooperation. Please continue.
Mr. Whitmer, thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
Results and discretion are my speciality.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
In my experience, a thorough examination of a potential crime scene is half the job done.
Good. Fernsby will take over from here.
I am Mr. Fernsby, the butler. Madame Carlyle has asked me to assist you in any way possible. Mr. Whitmer, I understand that you've traveled from London. Would you care for some refreshments? Or do you prefer to go straight to Mr. Zachary's sleeping quarters?
I prefer to get started.
As you wish. If you'll follow me, sir.
How are you, sir?
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that the staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at talk.
Looking good,
So
looking
please bear
good.
with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation. I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poisons, 47. Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal.
Door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary died around 10 o'clock last night.
Well, that means the staff were off duty. And Madame Carlyle and her security didn't arrive until this morning. That leaves Madame's family and myself as the only persons here when he died. And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe.
Mr. Fernsby?
May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the
not
manor
yet.
for clues first?
Mr. Fernsby?
Mr. Whitmer, you have enough evidence to present your case for Madame Carlyle?
No, not yet.
Come and see me when you do.
Greetings, sir.
Pacing, for God's sake, Emma.
Why don't we get any kind of
No, sorry, sir, but you're just making me feel a little uncomfortable now, okay?
But why don't we get any kind of explanation? It's bloody rude, that's what it is. Making us come here to play funeral and then show up like nothing's the least bit strange.
Oh, don't get your knickers all twisted.
I'm telling you, she's not fit to be in charge anymore.
Gregory Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Oh, you're wondering about my alibi, Mr. Detective. Well, I left Thornbridge around 8:30 for a pint with Edward. I wish I hadn't. Quiz night at the inn. On the other hand, staying here with Zachary, my obnoxious sister, and the wife sporting another one of her headaches would have been a fate worse than death. The short of it, Zachary was very much alive when we left. I stayed for the last shout, and I was back here just before midnight. Is that all? Not very thorough, are you?
Emma Carlyle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Surely I'm not a suspect.
I need to account for everyone.
Well, I spent the evening with my family, but I got an awful migraine and had to take to bed. Everyone can attest to that. I believe I went up when the boys sat down for a drink around 8 o'clock. Anything else you want to know?
How did you feel about Zachary?
I might as well be honest. His presence was always awkward. But how do you have a meaningful conversation with a man who only cares about plants? In my opinion, Alexa bears some responsibility for how this ended. She supported his self-limiting behavior by letting him live here. Is that all?
Rebecca Carlyle, can you tell me about yesterday evening?
We don't really see much of each other, my brothers and I. I suppose it takes our mother's funeral to bring us together, and even then, it's not like we sit on each other's laps. Now, let's see. Patrick, Gregory's son, disappeared straight after dinner. You know, I think he might be in some sort of trouble. Edward wanted to go as well, but Gregory convinced him to stay for a few drinks before they went off for a pint at the local at 9:15. I swear Gregory enjoys Edward's discomfort over staying here. I had a conference call with my New York office at 9, so I spent 3 hours on my laptop in my room and went straight to bed afterwards. I don't know about Emma. She did act a bit strange. You know, I bet she was making lists for changes needing to be done once she gets her hands on Thornbridge Manor. Quite the shock she had when Mother arrived during breakfast. Is that everything, Mr. Whitmer? I do have a lot to see to.
Yeah, hey, bro.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
No. Puppy? Ingen studio i Djurgården?
Jag hoppas inte, för det är Hävelid som kommer stå ikväll.
Åh herregud. Åh herregud.
Nej. Färdigstaden Leksand.
Mhm.
Du sätter igång 10.
Mm.
You're being so coy, Sam. Can't you tell me
Sorry.
maybe... Should get back to...
Yeah, we'll do so.
Yeah.
That door leads to Emma and Gregory's room.
So I got hold of the box. He said it was fine enough, but then how could it be withdrawn?
A keychain pendant for the greenhouse. What's that doing in Emma and Gregory's room, I wonder? And why is the key missing? Now this is interesting, 47. A letter from Emma's mother stating that Emma is the illegitimate child of Alexa's late older brother, Montgomery. And listen to this. She claims to have witnessed Alexa and Zachary murder him. The plot thickens.
outfit. I recommend reaching him while he's still outside in the courtyard area, or while he's making his rounds after speaking to the family. And don't forget to hide the body. Next, speak to the butler, Mr. Buck. After those, there's his Fernsby. He will guide you to the crime scene and let you look around. There are 6 clues in the first area, the first 2 of which you need to find using your camera. Zachary's body and the bedside whiskey bottle. Into the floor plans inside. Family members are Gregory. Becca wanders in and out, but she'll help confirm his alibi. It's either on the table or in, and Edward is in the dining room. And Rebecca, they roll on level 1. Vi is confirmed with Fernsby's office. You'll need a key off the shelf and Mr. Fitz's clues. You can continue. For now, where you know you'll leave the camera.
Sup?
Well?
Well?
Well, what?
Greetings, sir.
Hi.
Professor Edward Carlyle, can you tell me your whereabouts for last night?
Oh, yes, this dreadful business with Zachary. I stay at the local inn. You see, I prefer not to spend the night here at Thornbridge Manor. My brother Gregory came along for a nightcap. He'll never admit it, but I think he understands that I find this whole thing upsetting and wanted to provide some comfort. I believe we went to the Stag's Head around 8:30. Anything else I can do to help?
Can you tell me about Zachary's behavior last night?
I certainly didn't expect him to commit suicide. Sure, he was upset by Mother's supposed death. We all were. But he seemed more engaged than usual. You should ask Rebecca. They had a long talk. Did you know that he hadn't left Thornbridge Manor in nearly 50 years? His plants, Mother, and the staff, all the company he had. If that's all, I have a speech to write.
Patrick Carlisle, can you tell me where you were yesterday evening?
Shit, it's that sneaky butler, isn't it? He ratted me out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. If that's all, I think I'll get back to my slow death by boredom.
What did you think of Zachary?
Creepy as hell. No ambition. Imagine deciding to live in a museum. You know, Father says Zachary and Alexia used to be two of a kind. He had a great future ahead of him. Then suddenly, he just gave up everything. What an idiot. Thank God Daddy chose looks and brains over pedigree when he married Mummy. I don't have to worry about the inn. Reading's so customary in these circles. So, is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Fernsby's office is 2 rooms over, past the hallway with a random sword in it. I love this family. To get into Mr. Fernsby's office, you'll need either to find the key or simply grab the crowbar from outside. It's next to the vans if you keep circling counterclockwise around the building. Once you're in, make sure to grab the master key off the shelf in Mr. Fernsby's office, as that will unlock all doors in the building.
On top of everything, Rosie thinks she's in love with young Patrick. I mean, that's a breaking heart happening if I ever saw one.
Poor thing.
And that detective asked to come here. Madame Carlyle must believe Zachary was murdered. Why else ask him to snoop around?
That is the door to Mr. Fernsby's office.
This thing looks really old. You need to be on. Yes.
Zachary's diary. This is big. He was about to confess to the world that he and Alexa murdered their older brother Montgomery 46 years ago. And apparently, Mr. Fernsby helped make the murder look like an accident. And 47, the handwriting doesn't match the suicide letter in his room, proving he didn't write it himself.
painkiller. Lethal if you use enough of them.
But not the poison used to kill Zachary. Of course, Madame Carlyle doesn't know that. Are you considering to frame the butler, 47?
Next to the vans, if you keep circling counters, are in the fireplace, on his desk, and on the windowsill. Using these clues, you can end this storyline now by framing Mr. Fernsby if you so choose. Simply go speak to him, follow him to Alexa's office, and let the rest of the story play out. If you wish to continue, you need to search the rest of the rooms. Now that you have the master key, getting into everyone's rooms should be simple. But if you somehow didn't pick it up, or you haven't visited Mr. Fernsby's office yet, you can hop inside by going underneath the camera, be able to find it. In Rebecca's room, you'll find the notebook with the camera, and her laptop to confirm her alibi. There's also a secret passage behind the picture frame.
Mr. Fernsby clearly didn't commit the murder, but I think you have enough evidence to convince Madame Carlyle he did. Maybe you should tell him you are ready to present your findings. Unless, of course, you want to do some more detecting, 47?
Please stay back.
I bet you have all kinds of interesting... Sorry, but I think I...
Yeah,
Right.
there you go.
If you need it, you'll be able to find it. In Rebecca's room, you'll find the notebook with the camera, and her laptop to confirm.
Do I like him, or do I like the fact he's not another knuckle-dragging rugby washout?
Aaron Ford Jr. calling from Morgan Yates.
Did I understand correctly that you give it to Rebecca in case it was lost?
Exactly. She holds the honor. I want her to have the file on Arthur Edwards if I die. She will start digging when she realizes things don't add up, inevitably getting her in trouble. I'd rather she knew who she's up against. She's clever and resourceful. Who knows, maybe she'll be able to hit him where it hurts. But I don't want her to get involved prematurely. Hopefully she'll never have to get involved at all.
That is the door to Rebecca's room. I can see from the log that Rebecca was in a conference call from 9 p.m. to midnight last night.
For heaven's sake, just say it.
You need it, but the room is occupied by a guard and a lawyer, and you'll be trespassing as soon as you enter, so take note. Lastly, you'll need to check the greenhouse on the list if you need it, but the room is occupied by a guard and the top to confirm your alibi. There's also a secret passage behind the picture frame that leads to the small office if you need it, but the room is occupied by a guard and a lawyer, and you'll be trespassing as soon as you enter, so take note. Lastly, check the greenhouse on the northernmost part.
This all confirms that Arthur Edwards stole everything from Madame Carlyle. Perhaps you should let her know how bad it is, 47.
Gregory, don't more to that music. Bad news, I'm afraid. We don't have any extra fuses. Ethel looked everywhere.
Got it. No power, no work.
Madame Carlyle will be furious.
So, Madame Carlyle wants a picture taken. If you were to...
Any moment now.
I don't believe for a second that Zachary committed suicide. We'd only just run through his plan for the spring seedling yesterday. I'd say worried about how things would be handled.
This is a table showing lethal dosages for the poison used to
Broken
kill
lab
Zachary.
equipment. It looks like it was recently used, though. Something is circled 47. Female, age 65 to 79, 60 to 64 kilograms. I'd say Madame Carlyle is next in line for a poisoning. You have uncovered enough evidence to tell Madame Carlyle that Emma is the murderer. Quite the detective, 47. I'm impressed. I suggest you go tell Mr. Fernsby. Unless you think there are more secrets to uncover.
Zachary of taking his own life. So it's actually the second floor. You now have all the major clues to solve the mystery, but there's still a little bit more you can do. Go retrieve the cane you found in Emma and Gregory's room earlier, and go to this location on level 1, which is actually the second floor, and you'll find a button on the floor.
Stand up, please.
Jaså? Vad händer?
Hey, Rebecca. You see this?
Or you can interact, retrieve the cane you found in Emma and Gregory's room earlier, and go to this location on level 1, which is actually the second floor.
You should come and stay in my place.
Why
Hey,
is the
so-
Fernsby my...
Oh, no,
All
yeah.
right, later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, excuse me. I bet he's stringing all the girls along with him.
You look really smart. I do like reading. Pick this up later. Make sure you focus on your work.
An old letter, 47. Never opened. Must have slid under the secret door nearly 46 years ago. It states that Alexa Carlisle's older brother, Montgomery, wanted Alexa to become the heir to the Carlisle Empire instead of himself. Interesting. You're an excellent detective, 47. Uncovering truths half a century old. If you frame it correctly, I believe you could use the information to convince Madame Carlisle that Zachary committed suicide. Maybe you should ask Mr. Fernsby to see her.
And you'll find a button on the floor, so all three options are now open to you when confronting Madame Carlisle. Emma, Mr. Fernsby, or Zachary himself. Whichever one you choose will allow you to ask for one of the mission objectives as payments, the case file. Once then, or Zachary himself. Inside this secret room, you'll find a letter you can use to accuse Zachary of taking his own life. So all three options are now open to you when confronting Madame Carlisle. Emma, Mr. Fernsby, or Zachary himself. Whichever one you choose will allow you to ask for one of the mission objectives as payment, the case file. Once that is done, two of the options will let you follow Madame Carlisle outside to finish the job, or if you choose Zachary, the problem will take care of itself.
Before.
What was he like?
No, you should probably...
Yeah, same.
On top of things, Elaine?
Sure am, Mr. Fernsby. Coming along just fine.
I'm ready to present my conclusion to Madame Carlisle.
Very well. If you'll follow me, sir.
How are you today, sir?
This is Madame Carlisle's office. Please step inside.
Your detective skills have gained you access to the Lion's Den, 47. Now, go claim your reward.
So, Mr. Whitmer, you've reached a conclusion. Take a seat. Please, go ahead.
Your niece, Emma Carlisle, murdered your brother Zachary.
My niece? Emma is not my niece. She's my daughter-in-law.
And your niece. Emma is the illegitimate child of your late older brother, Montgomery, who you and Zachary killed 46 years ago.
That's preposterous.
You asked me to find out what happened to Zachary. Would you rather not know?
No. No, go on.
I found a letter from Emma's mother, Jane, who was the fiancée of your older brother at the time of his death. She witnessed how you and Zachary pushed him off the balcony. She believed you did it to steal the Carlisle Empire from her and her unborn child. And she raised Emma to reclaim what she lost. Marry your heir, Gregory, get revenge, and secure the Carlisle Empire for her bloodline generations to come.
Emma is the daughter of Montgomery and that local girl, Jane.
She is.
Well, the girl got it wrong. I didn't steal anything. I did what was necessary to protect the future of the Carlyles. Montgomery wasn't cut out to take over from Father. All heart and no balls.
Emma used the funeral gathering to speed up her installment as the lady of the house, seizing the opportunity to stage Zachary's suicide. She did her homework, used a poison made from one of Zachary's rare plants, found old floor plans from Thornbridge Manor to gain access to his room through a secret passage.
That scheming bitch.
More than you think. I found proof that she will try to poison you next.
Well, I'll have to take care of that. Thank you, Mr. Whitmer. You have not disappointed. I promised you I would reward you generously if you solved the case. So, what do you suggest?
I want the file you have on Arthur Edwards.
Edwards, the Constant. But how do you... Oh, I see. I expected you might show up. But to kill me, not help me. But I've been wrong on so many things lately, so why not this one? I will give you the file on Edwards. You've earned it. I don't suppose I could convince you to deal with my daughter-in-law now you're here. I would like to see her dead. No? What a shame. I'll have to see to it some other way then. The file you want is in the safe. God, I hope you get Edwards and make him hurt. I need some privacy. Thank you.
Good work, 47. That's the file on Arthur Edwards secured. Time to take care of Madame Carlyle. Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Side you haven't seen before? There are a lot of them on the grounds.
Looking good, man. Looking good.
Mary is so upset. She's never seen a dead body before.
Life can be tough sometimes.
Alexa back from the dead, a make-believe funeral, a murder mystery. Oh, all too much.
Don't worry, I'm sure everything will settle down.
I heard Mary fainted when she heard Madame Carlyle was still alive. She didn't even see it herself. It was Fernsby who told her.
I didn't see it either, but it was still quite a shock, coming back from the grave.
And the family has to pretend she's still dead. Someone's not happy about that.
47. They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!
Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. Now, it's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah? How about now? Over here! Cover me! Walk away!
Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't. Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there. And 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.